My dear friends, today we celebrate the second Sunday of Easter, also the Sunday of Divine Mercy. Today's readings invite us to experience the risen Jesus in a deeper way, through community, hope, and his gift of peace. As we celebrate Divine Mercy Sunday, we are called to move from fear and doubt to faith, trust, and a life of love. The first reading, taken from the Acts of the Apostles, gives us a beautiful picture of the early Christian community just after Pentecost. Historically, this was the time when the church was just beginning in Jerusalem. The Holy Spirit had come upon the apostles, and many people were moved to believe in Jesus. These new believers didn't just follow Jesus individually, they formed a strong, united community. The passage tells us 4 important things they were devoted to: the apostles' teaching, fellowship, breaking of bread, and prayer. This shows that their faith was both spiritual and practical. They listened to God's word, stayed connected with one another, shared meals including the Eucharist, and prayed regularly. One striking feature is their generosity. They shared what they had so that no one was in need. This doesn't mean everyone had the same things, but that they cared deeply for each other. Their love was visible in action. Faith was not just something they believed, it was something they lived. Another important point is their joy and simplicity. They met in homes, ate together, and praised God with sincere hearts. Their life was attractive to others, and because of this, more people were drawn to the community every day. For us today, this passage is both inspiring and challenging. It reminds us that being Christian is not just about personal prayer, but also about community. Do we participate in the zonal SCC meetings? Are we part of church associations? Do we make time to meet and know other people in our zones and communities, if not the entire church? The early church grew not because of big programs, but because of authentic living. When people see love, unity, and faith in action, they are naturally drawn to it. This passage invites us to build communities where faith is lived, shared, and celebrated together. Is there someone in our parish we avoid? Do our lives reflect joy and simplicity? For us today, this passage is a challenge and an invitation. It asks whether our churches are places of teaching, prayer, friendship, and care for the needy. A healthy church is not perfect, but it is a place where people grow together, serve one another, and make room for others. When a community lives like this, it becomes a witness to God's grace. In the second reading, taken from 1 Peter, Peter begins by praising God for the great gift of new life. He reminds us that through the resurrection of Jesus, we are given a living hope. This hope is not something temporary or uncertain. It is strong, lasting, and rooted in God's promise. Even when life is difficult, this hope keeps us going. Peter also speaks about an inheritance kept for us in heaven. This means that what God has prepared for us will never fade or be taken away. While everything in this world can change or be lost, God's promise remains secure. This gives us confidence and peace. At the same time, Peter is realistic about suffering. He acknowledges that believers may go through trials and hardships, But he explains that these struggles can strengthen our faith, just like fire purifies gold. Difficult moments are not meaningless. They help us grow deeper in trust and love for God. One of the most beautiful parts of this passage is that we love Jesus even though we have not seen him. Our faith is based on trust, not sight. And this faith brings a deep inner joy, a joy that is not dependent on circumstances. For us today, this message is very relevant. Life brings challenges, uncertainties, and struggles. But Peter reminds us to hold on to hope, trust in God's promises, and remain faithful. When we do this, we discover a joy and strength that the world cannot give. A young boy once said, "I will believe it only when I see it," when told that a tiny seed could grow into a big tree. But weeks later, as he saw the first green shoot appear, his doubt slowly turned into wonder. Like that child, we too often struggle to believe unless we can see. In today's gospel, the disciples are gathered behind locked doors, not just because of danger outside, but because of fear within. After the death of Jesus, they are confused, afraid, and uncertain about the future. Into this fear, Jesus comes and stands among them, saying, "Peace be with you." He does not remind them of their failures. Instead, he offers them mercy. This is the heart of divine mercy. Jesus meets them in their weakness, not to condemn, but to forgive and restore. The same Jesus comes to us today. No sin is greater than his mercy. When we accept his forgiveness, our fear begins to fade and we experience true joy. In our daily lives too, this peace begins when we know we are forgiven and we ourselves forgive others. Even though the doors are locked, Jesus enters freely. No fear, no failure, no weakness can keep him away. When he comes into our lives, he brings courage and hope. He may not remove all our problems, but he gives us strength to face them. Then he sends the disciples on a mission, breathing the Holy Spirit upon them and entrusting them with the work of forgiveness. A community that forgives is a community that lives in peace. We then meet Thomas. He struggles to believe and asks for proof. His doubt is also our reality. But Jesus does not reject him. Instead, he meets him where he is and gently leads him to faith. Thomas responds, "My Lord and my God." His doubt becomes a doorway to deeper faith. Jesus then says, "Blessed are those who have not seen and yet believe." That is us today. We do not see Jesus physically, but we are invited to trust him. This gospel invites us to open the locked doors of our hearts. Let Jesus enter with his peace, accept his forgiveness, allow him to remove our fears and trust him, even when we struggle with doubt. May God bless us all.